Hello and welcome to Sports Update on Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. I'm full of smiles this evening. We've got a whole lot on the show. We're hoping Edo Queens can do us proud, pick their ticket at the ongoing Wafubi CAF Women's Champions League qualifier in Cote d'Ivoire. But we'll start from the pound-to-pound sports this evening. Starting from boxing, we'll look at this story. Anthony Joshua, yes, the time is fast approaching where he will be facing Daniel Dubois in the world heavyweight title, and he's actually optimistic. He's looking ahead to that fight where he will get a shot at the heavyweight title again. That is for Anthony Joshua after 3 wins since that loss to Alexander Usyk, back-to-back losses to Alexander Usyk of Ukraine. And this time around, Anthony Joshua, our own Nigerian Anthony Joshua, eyes the undisputed heavyweight title. Yes, we want Anthony Joshua back. We know that he was formerly a heavyweight champion, where he had all of the bets, but at the time he lost it to Andy Ruiz Jr. And then there was a rematch where he collected all the bets back from Andy Ruiz Jr. and against Alexander Usyk he lost all the bets, and then the rematch also he lost to Usyk again, back-to-back losses to Alexander Usyk of Ukraine, and ever since then Alexander Usyk is the undisputed world champion after beating Tyson Fury to collect all of the bets, IBO, WBO, IBF, every bet is with Alexander Usyk. But Anthony Joshua have another opportunity after that losses, 3 fights against Robert Helenius, against Otto Welling, and then we saw what he did to Francis Ngannou of Cameroon. So we are expecting Anthony Joshua to go back to that division and get the belt. I have Isaac Omedidi joining me on the show this evening. Isaac, welcome to Sports Update on Trust TV. Yes, Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois is waiting. And he himself, he wants to go back to that. Yes, he wants to rub shoulder. He has been with the big boys, despite those losses, those back-to-back losses to the Ukrainian. But I think Anthony Joshua is still tasty of holding those bets again.
Yes, good evening, Manuel. Thank you for having me again. Yes, for Joshua, he has been there. You know how it feels, so you want to get it back. You want to go back to that same league he was. I remember he was celebrated him. Unfortunately, those losses against Usyk didn't help matters. First to Rios, then to Usyk, back-to-back, didn't help matters. And he is aiming to get this, but he has some obstacles on his way to get back to that level he was. One, he must fight Daniel Dubois, that is Triple D. He must get him defeated, and that is, I think, next month, yes, 21st of September, the fight will be taking place. And we have to wait for the winner of the bout between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk in December. After that, then he cannot hide the possibility of becoming the undisputed world champion again, because he needs to fight the winner of the bout between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. A great bout. And you know, a lot of British fans and even Nigerian fans are looking at the opportunity of seeing Fury and Joshua getting into the ring and fighting each other. So it's something that we are all looking forward to, not just to Joshua himself. So he needs to, first of all, do away with Triple G next month, then wait for the winner of the bouts between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. Then let's see what happens after that. I think by next year we should know where this will all lead us to. Probably if Anthony Joshua will go back to becoming the undisputed world champion.
Okay, now I was in discussion with a boxing pundit, and we were actually looking at Anthony Joshua's chances of getting back there. First, we looked at his fight with Daniel Dubois. If we look at Anthony Joshua in the 3 fights that he has won ever since those losses, I think something has changed about Anthony Joshua technically and the movement in the ring.
Yes, he has learned a lot, and I think he has also shed some weight because of the way he moves, the way he throws his punches now are different. It's more technically sound. He's not just coming in and you also notice he doesn't speak much as he used to do before each of those fights. So he only goes there and do the business. So, but if you also look at the positions, I don't think they are as strong as the ones he's going to face to reclaim what he has lost. But it's enough to prepare him, to give him back the confidence he needed. And I believe that if he can get over Triple D next month, we'll be looking at Fury or Alexander Usyk in December, whoever wins that particular fight. Then let's see what will happen. I think as he has learned a lot. It was a very difficult one because it was at the top when this happened. We all expected that he would remain at the top at that moment. He lost to use, then back to see all this up in his career. But he's picking the pieces back. He's not feeling as if because he has lost, then everything is over. He has fought more. I mean, he has engaged in more fights, and he has gotten victories, 3 victories. So let's see how that will build his confidence, because you need to be high on confidence to fight either Fury or Usyk.
Okay, he needs to be high in confidence in order to fight Fury or Lucinda Usyk. But first, he needs to just get over Double D, Triple D, that's Daniel Dubois, come next month on the 1st of September, right there in UK. We wish Anthony Joshua well, as he's aiming to go back to the undisputed heavyweight champion. Yes, it is what it is with Anthony Joshua. Moving on this evening, this time around, let's talk cricket, where the Nigerian under-19 women's cricket team, the Yellow Greens of Nigeria, intensified training for the 2025 under-19 cricket women's World Cup. Isaac, if we look at the Cricket Federation of Nigeria, I think they are doing very well when it comes to the cricket team. This team, they have been in camp. They are in Benin, the High Performance Cricket Center in Benin City, one of the best facilities that we have concerning cricket, that cricket oval in Benin City, Edo State.
Yes, if you can't take them outside the shores of the country where there are better facilities, take them to the best you have in your country. And that's what the Federation is doing. And to look at the fact that a competition that will be coming up in January next year, already you have the girls in camp in Benin City, shows that the Federation knows what it's at stake. So for the girls, it's even a good one that the date was rescheduled. It gives them more ample time to prepare. Cricket is not our thing, but we're trying to write our name on the map of countries who are doing well in cricket as well. And in the past, if you look at what we have achieved with not just the junior team, but the senior national team in cricket, I think the Cricket Federation is on the right path. And let us give kudos to them. Let's hope that they will also expose these ladies to some quality friendly matches, not just with local teams, not just with local clubs, but even with clubs and countries on the continent of Africa. This will expose them, give them a lot of flexibility, give them a lot of knowledge about the game. And going into the tournament in January, that will be a well-prepared one, if you ask me, because they're already in camp. So what do you expect? It's not like going to Olympics and 1 month to Olympics, that's what we know we are going to Germany. But these ones are already in camp in Benin. You use what you have to prepare the girls, and we will get the best out of them.
Yes, use what we have to prepare the girls. Like you mentioned, Nigeria is one of the countries of the world that is growing fast when it comes to cricket sports. And no wonder the ICC ranked us higher, and we'll continue to climb on the rankings if we can at least defeat countries who are already established countries when it comes to cricket, like Namibia, Zimbabwe, South Africa, these big countries. We saw what they did, what our own senior women did at the African Games, where they defeated top teams at that competition. That is the senior Yellow Greens women's team. All right, let's leave cricket and talk football quickly, and we'll go straight to Europe, where we'll be looking at some stories coming in from Europe, though it concerns Nigeria. Yes, we'll start from La Liga. This is a good news tonight. Finally, we'll be seeing Kelechi Iheanacho debut season for Sevilla against Villarreal in Spanish La Liga match day 2. Isaac, Kelechi Iheanacho actually made that switch from Leicester City, and now Sevilla tonight we'll be seeing him in action against Villarreal.
Yes, a good one. It was one of those moves that surprised me. I never saw it coming, and it came like a flash of pan, very fast. And I'm very happy that he has settled in. And if you look at some of the videos of the training in Sevilla, you will see that Iheanacho is well respected and loved by the players and officials. They are making the place very conducive for him. His first game was against Liverpool in a preseason game where Liverpool trashed them by 4-1. And this time around, this is the first competitive game for Iheanacho and Sevilla this season. And knowing Sevilla to be a club side that when it comes to the second strata of the European game, talking about the Europa League, they are landlords. I hope they'll be able to do it with Kelechi Iheanacho. Kelechi Iheanacho must get his feet down and get it done fast, because this is La Liga. You don't have much time to prove that you will fit in. You have to fit in as soon as possible. He must show that creativity that he has, that trickery that he has. He must bring it to that team. And in La Liga, yes, they might not be that physical, but they play some kind of fast football. So Kelechi Iheanacho must be able to adapt to all those. So either starting or coming from the bench, he must be able to take his opportunity and secure a permanent starting lineup for himself from the first game, so that probably subsequently he will not be dropped to the bench. Because if you don't do well, there might not be time for you to do well if you don't take the chances you have now.
Yes, if you don't take the chances you have now, Kelechi Iheanacho, yes, he will be there at the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan Stadium in Spain, Sevilla against Villarreal in match day 2 of the Spanish La Liga. All right, let's leave La Liga and go straight to Germany. Yes, we want to talk about another Nigerian that did well last season and started the season very well. They started with a started on a winning note, winning a cup at that matter. But for tonight, we know that the German Bundesliga will officially kick off. It's match day 1 in the German Bundesliga. We'll be looking at those fixtures pretty soon. But before then, we'll look at this story where Bayer Leverkusen will start the season without Victor Boniface. We know what happened because of that suspension and a fine that he is to pay. Isaac, for Victor Boniface, he was fantastic during the German Super Cup final where they won 10 men against VfB Stuttgart. He got the first goal, but because of some behavior, now after the findings, after DFB findings, he has been handed a 1-match ban and also fined some money. And tonight, he will not be there with Bayer Leverkusen when they start this season.
Yes,
okay.
A very unprofessional attitude from Victor Boniface.
Okay.
You are already champion of that Super Cup in Germany. You should know how to celebrate and celebrate moderately. So for Boniface is paying price for not being disciplined. I don't think we seriously missed. If you look at the way Bayer Leverkusen is set up, you know that Bayer Leverkusen is set up not around one particular player. Bayer Leverkusen play more as a team. So, and they have various players that can play the same role Victor Boniface is playing. Yes, he scored against Stuttgart in the German Cup, but this time around, he will be missing. And I don't think they will miss him much. But it's not really a good one for Boniface. Going forward, he should learn how to be more disciplined.
Okay, moving forward, Victor Boniface should be disciplined. They say he's one of the players that bring life into that team with his comic way of life. He's the one that introduces dances and whatever. But against VfB Stuttgart, that gesture, they say he raised his index finger, and you know what that means. I don't want to show that on the screen because you wouldn't want to see that. But at the end of the day, after findings, the referee actually said he didn't notice Victor Boniface, but VfB Stuttgart management, the player said yes, he actually did it, and after a lot of findings, he has been handed a 1-match ban. Thank God it's just a 1-match ban, and tonight they will be starting the season. It's match day 1 in the German Bundesliga. But let's quickly look at fixtures in the top 4 European leagues that will be coming up tonight. Those games will be coming up. We've looked at La Liga. Kelechi Iheanacho also having his debut season. First game of the season is match day 2 in La Liga. All right, let's look at the fixture. We have Celta Vigo against Valencia in match day 2 of La Liga. Valencia lost their first game to Barcelona in match day 1. And then Sevilla at Ramos Sanchez Pizjuan Stadium will welcome Villarreal, a team that formerly has another Nigerian player, that is Samuel Chukwueze, who is now with AC Milan. Chukwueze with AC Milan. And Sevilla against Villarreal. We have Borussia Mönchengladbach against Bayer Leverkusen, the defending champions of the German Bundesliga. Just one game in French Ligue 1, that is match day 2 also in French Ligue 1. We have PSG will be at the Parc des Princes to welcome Montpellier. Let's see all of this game. But quickly, let's look at this game, PSG against Montpellier. We know that PSG is trying to do all of the signings this season. We also know they chased Victor Osimhen, but it's not really looking as if it's not looking like it that Osimhen will be there, and also they switch attention to Ademola Lookman. But for tonight against Montpellier.
Yes, unfortunately, Victor Osimhen is.
Okay. All right, those are the games that will be coming up tonight in the top 4 European leagues.
There shouldn't be a problem for PSG. Set here and there.
Okay, we will be seeing Kelechi Iheanacho in action alongside Chidera Ejuke, who also was signed by Sevilla during the transfer window. So let's see what these two Nigerian guys will do for Sevilla tonight in their game against Villarreal, PSG, Montpellier, and cool. Okay, let's move ahead and quickly look at some transfer stories on the show this evening, and we'll start with the EPL. We'll start from the English Premier League. Saturday, as we speak, monitors Arsenal goalkeeper Aaron Ramsdale. Aaron Ramsdale is one goalkeeper that wants to find his way out of Emirates Stadium after he fell in the pecking order. We know that David Raya is now Arsenal #1 goalkeeper after he was recruited from Brentford. All right, Saturday is actually looking forward to see if they can actually capture Aaron Ramsdale before the transfer window closes. But that's good news. We also thought he was going to Eredivisie. Okay, let's go straight to the next transfer. This one with La Liga. Atletico Madrid give Aston Villa the chance to sign striker Samuel Morodion. We know that Chelsea actually chased this striker and that deal didn't go through, but this time around they are giving the green light to Aston Villa to see if they can do business and get him. All right, another let's go back to the EPL. Now Tottenham, Manchester United are keen on Barcelona defender Andres Christensen. We know that he was formerly a Chelsea player before leaving for Spain, but this time around 2 clubs, one London club and Manchester United, the red side of Manchester, looking for his services. And the last one on this show this evening, Barcelona reached personal terms with Juventus winger Federico Chiesa. Let's see if Federico will go straight to Camp Nou to join Hansen Flick in that side. All right, that is what we'll be leaving it on the show this evening. Thanks as the Coach Midiji for joining up on the show. It's been a wonderful one having you on Sports Update.
Thank you very much, Manuel.
All right, that is it on the program. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. Say thanks for watching.